I don't have to tell you things are bad. Everybody knows things are bad. It's a depression. Everybody's out of work or scared of losing their job. The dollar buys a nickel's worth. Banks are going bust. Shopkeepers keep a gun under the counter. Punks are running wild in the street, and there's nobody anywhere who seems to know what to do, and there's no end to it. We know the air is unfit to breathe, and our food is unfit to eat. We sit watching our TVs while some local newscaster tells us that today we had 15 homicides and 63 violent crimes, as if that's the way it's supposed to be. We know things are bad, worse than bad. They're crazy. It's like everything everywhere is going crazy, so we don't go out anymore. We sit in the house, and slowly the world we're living in is getting smaller, and all we say is, please, at least leave us alone in our living rooms. Let me have my toaster and my TV and my steel-belted radios, and I won't say anything. Just leave us alone. Well, I'm not going to leave you alone. I want you to get mad. I don't want you to protest. I don't want you to riot. I don't want you to write to your congressman because I wouldn't know what to tell you to write. I don't know what to do about the depression and the inflation and the Russians and the crime in the street. All I know is that first, you've got to get mad. You've got to say, I'm a human being. My life has value. So, I want you to get up now. I want all of you to get up out of your chairs. I want you to get up right now and go to the window, open it, and stick your head out and yell, I'm as mad as hell, and I'm not going to take this anymore.
And I am so sick and tired of this stupid, idiotic, satanic Lordship salvation mess, I want to throw up on it. You don't have to take him as Lord to go to heaven. You take him as Savior to go to heaven.
I want you to get up right now. Get up, go to your windows, open them, and stick your head out and yell, I'm as mad as hell, and I'm not going to take this anymore. Things have got to change.
How many stations does this go out?
You've got to get mad.
67. I know it goes to Louisville and Atlanta.
I'm not going to take this anymore.
That's just a glorified salvation by works. Not what you do, it's what he did. It's not do, it's done. 'Tis done. The great transaction's done. I am my Lord's, and he is mine. The old account was settled long ago. Settled. He paid for it. All I can do is trust him.
I want you to get up right now and go to the window, open it, and stick your head out and yell, I'm as mad as hell, and I'm not going to take this anymore.
Easy with that. Well, if you trust him and don't do good, well, all of us do exactly that. You trust him and don't do good. And you do-gooders better stop and realize it's not do-gooders that get to heaven, it's do-trusters that get to heaven. Have you accepted him as your Savior?
I want you to get up right now and go to the window, open it, and stick your head out and yell, I'm as mad as hell, and I'm not going to take this anymore.
I want to say this, too, and I probably should have said this before, but I'm going to say it now. I probably should have said it again. Next time I should have said it, I'll say it again. My dad died when he was 62. I'm 60. I have no premonition at all. I haven't had any dreams, anything. But if I died the same year my dad died, I'll die in 2 years. Something I want to say, and I want it to be on tape, and I won't be dwelling on it a great deal, but something ought to be said. I have seen churches change pastors, and pastors die, and other men come in, and I've seen ministries change. I want to tell you something. I want everybody in this room to put yourself, in case something, if you ever hear that Brother Hyles has gone down the plane or had a heart attack, and he's gone to heaven. Or if you ever hear Brother Hyles has had a stroke and he can't speak and can't preach anymore. I want you to set yourself as a custodian of one to keep this church like it's always been.
I want you to get up right now. Get up, go to your windows, open them, and stick your head out and yell, I'm as mad as hell, and I'm not going to take this anymore. Things have got to change.
How many stations does this go out?
You've got to get mad.
67.
Say,
I know it goes to Louisville and Atlanta.
I'm not going to take this anymore. Then we'll figure out what to do about the depression and the inflation and the oil crisis. But first, get up out of your chairs, open the window, stick your head out and yell, and say, I'm as mad as hell, and I'm not going to take this anymore.
Who are you talking to, Herb?
CGG, Atlanta.
Are they yelling in Atlanta, Herb?
Are they yelling in Atlanta, Ted?
But first, you've got to get mad. You've got to say, I'm as mad as hell, and I'm not going to take this anymore.
They're yelling in Baton Rouge.
We struck the mother load!
Stick your head out of the window, open it, and stick your head out and keep yelling and yell. I'm as mad as hell. I'm not going to take this anymore.
I don't want you calling somebody because you want somebody different. Call an old-fashioned leather-lung, hell-raising, hellfire and damnation, barnstorming, window-rattling, single-pulling preacher who has some conviction and takes a stand.
I want you to get up right now and go to the window, open it, and stick your head out and yell, I'm as mad as hell, and I'm not going to take this anymore.
But don't you get somebody that doesn't believe that hell has fire. Don't you get somebody that believes in taking the sign Baptist off your church. And I want to say this is a Baptist church. Signs out in front, on the letterheads, on the stationery. We're Baptist. Don't you call some non-denominational preacher in here when I'm gone. You call a Baptist preacher.
I want you to get up right now and go to the window, open it, and stick your head out and yell, I'm as mad as hell, and I'm not going to take this anymore.
And if there's a pulpit committee somebody appoints that wants to change the type preaching, then you fire the committee and get somebody else on the committee. Don't you let a half a dozen men change this church when I die.
Just get up from your chairs right now. Go to
Where
the
you
window.
going? I want to see if anybody's yelling.
Open it and stick your head out and yell and keep yelling.
Don't you let the deacon board. I'm not worried about this, but brother, if anything ever happens and the deacons decide, well, we want some little fella who's not quite as rough as Brother Hyles and doesn't quite have the standards and the stand. Brother Hyles, you just go ahead and vote him down. Vote him down.
Just get up from your chairs.
And if you deacons and members, Hyles Anderson College gets some leadership when I'm gone, and I don't think it will, but if it does, and they water down the message that's been preached from this pulpit and for which that college was started, you deacons, fire them all!
Just get up from your chairs right now.
And if you teachers in the schools, if somebody becomes the leader of this church when I'm dead and gone, and if they don't believe what's been preached from behind this pulpit, then walk out.
I want all of you to get up out of your chairs.
You can't get it changed. Walk out.
I want you to get up right now.
I'll guarantee you one thing. When I get to heaven, I'm going to have some angels I'm in charge of.
I want all of you to get up out of your chairs.
Brother, if you don't keep on old red-hot invitations after I'm in heaven, I'm sending about 100 angels down there to stick pins and needles in you. I'm putting electric shock current in the pews.
I want all of you to get up out of your chairs. I want you to get up right now.
This church wasn't built because this happens to be what we want right now. It's built because this happens to be what we're following right now.
I want all of you to get up out of your chairs.
I'm saying that I've lived long enough now to see men pass off the scene.
I want you to get up right now.
I've seen men die and men become incapacitated because of health.
Just get
All of a sudden the people say, well, we'd like to have a change. If anybody says that, stand up and vote it out. Vote it down. Don't you take that. Don't you take that. Enough people in this church to see to it that you get the kind of man that'll be as red hot for soul winning as we always have been. There are enough people in this church who are rock-lived fundamentalists where you won't have to be led by a few people that may take over the reins someday on the staff or somewhere else and get the wrong kind of man in here. If you don't like what I'm preaching, you can just do what you want to with it, brother. As long as I'm alive, not only will this church stand for what she stood for 27 years, but I'm going to remind you to keep it standing like she's standing now when I'm dead and gone to heaven. Don't you let some suave fellow who's a neo-evangelical dressed in fundamentalist clothing, got a facade of fundamentalism and a heart of neo-evangelicalism, don't you let him come in here and change this church. Rise up, O people of God, and see to it the old First Baptist Church in heaven is always a citadel of soul winning and hellfire and brimstone preaching.